Hello Internet, welcome back to our Magiclysm series. We're in the process of clearing a different area of the town. We're eventually going to check these sewers, but right now we're looking around. We're looking into getting a rucksack that is a little bit more durable. And in order to do that, currently we need some leather and we need to make a bunch of backpacks. So I think we will continue hitting some of these houses just to try and find another leather good or two. Go ahead and pop this open. Head in here just looking for a little bit of leather pants immediately. Sneakers are also have a little bit of leather. In fact, we also got boots. Why don't we drop all this stuff and harvest them for leather? Cut up everything. 16 leather patches. So we now have enough leather. Why don't we go make a bunch of backpacks? We can tear down the curtains. We will take the long string. We will check for the strings out here. String. And that should probably do it. Let's butcher the sheets. Yes. I don't... Why did that one... Why did one give us 19 rags and the other gave us 20 rags and 50 thread? I don't get that. We're going to reload our sewing kit and we're going to drop a string, which we will butcher. Yes. Butcher, yes, because we also needed thread. And we'll go ahead and make some backpacks. Don't know why it takes 4 backpacks to make 1 rucksack. Is very stupid. The backpack has a storage volume of 15 liters, and the rucksack that we're trying to make has a storage of 20 liters, and yet it takes 4 backpacks to make 1 20-liter. That math doesn't make sense, right? It just doesn't make sense. But we're gonna do that. We can only make 1. Oh, they require a ton of rags. That's okay. I mean, that's not even that many rags. It's just we don't have that many handy. Dispose, yes. What was I talking about? I talked a little bit about 7 Days to Die. I haven't played that in ages. I'd love to pick that back up. I have that on Steam. And yeah, you know, I never use Steam. But since I have the new computer, I gotta figure it's probably pretty valuable to use Steam. Like, I haven't been using Steam because most Steam games are beyond the scope of my previous computer. However, I should have disassembled these for additional rags. How much did we get out of them? 100? Yeah, we're good. Never mind. This is fine. Let's just move them a little closer so we don't have to walk to get to them or anything. And we'll even butcher another string while we're at it, just because I don't know how much thread we actually need. Go ahead and make the backpacks. Should be able to make 3 more. Dispose, store in inventory. Really liked that game when I started, but 7 Days to Die, you know, it just got old. And I never used Steam because, like, Steam was mostly the newer games that my computer couldn't run, and now I have a computer that can run them. Like, I like GOG. I've always liked good old games way more than I like Steam, and for a couple reasons. One, mostly because of DRM. With Steam, if Steam goes out of business, I'm probably going to lose all my games, right? I know that that's an unlikely scenario. I know that that's not something that's probably going to happen. But in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, but it could happen. And then what happens to my Steam library? And all these people who have thousands of dollars worth of games are just going to be gone. Feral Predator, why are you so hard to hit? What's my inventory look like? Not terrible, so we shouldn't have huge torso encumbrance. Those guys are really annoying. They deal a lot of cut and bleed damage, which is really... Well, I mean, they deal cut damage, and then cut damage is very frequently gives you bleed on top of it. We're going to grab everything while we're here. Rotten meat jerky. Interesting. Oh, this is a coffee shop. I don't want coffee. Yeah, no, never mind. We're just going to head back here, and we're going to make ourselves a survivor rucksack. We will go clear this zombie so that... Okay, I was going to say so that there are no zombies nearby so they don't come over while we're working. But it looks like they might do that anyway. We'll turn on safe mode, and maybe that'll alert us more frequently, more readily. And we'll make a... I don't know what. Storage. We're looking for survivor duffel? No. Survivor rucksack. We don't have enough rags. Okay. There'll be curtains. No, there won't be curtains in here because it's not actually a house yet. It's just an empty... There's not going to be curtains in an empty house. Came in here thinking there would be some kind of rags, but I don't know why I thought that, because of course there aren't. We're going to come up here and we're just going to grab a fistful of rags from our pile. In fact, we'll grab as many as we can carry. How many did we pick up? 48. That's fine. We needed to replenish our supply in the vehicle anyway. So come back over here. We'll drop the rags and long strings and leather patches and really all of this crap that we don't want in our inventory. Go ahead and drop. We'll keep the sewing kit. I need the sewing kit. Drop everything else. Come over here. Survivor something? Rucksack. Yes. Custom built heavy backpack. It has... Oh, this is really stupid. Why? Why would I go through all this work? Okay, first of all... Oh my god. First of all, it's strapped to me, which is fine. Large enough to accommodate large mutated anatomy. Will protect you from harm and withstand a lot of abuse. That sounds great, but it has 3 bash and 3 cut. I thought the resistance to damage was based on this. Maybe it's not. Maybe it really will withstand a lot of abuse, but I could swear it was based on these numbers. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's okay. Problem is, oversized and does not fit you. I don't really know why that would be. Cannot be refitted. Maybe that's true of all. I mean, let's look at backpack again. Jerry pack. Oversized does not fit you. Leather pouch. Oversized does not fit you. Travel pack. Can be refitted. So this one fits us. And it has 30 liters. Yeah, but I want the one that's like going to be resilient. It's not about the volume. It's about resilience. So we'll make the Survivor Rucksack. We'll use some of the sinew we have. Use the backpacks. I didn't know we had 2 molly packs. We'll use the leg drop pouches. And great. Yeah, hopefully this is more durable than the average backpack. Yeah, so I like GOG, mostly because I like older games anyway. I don't really like a lot of them. Like, there hasn't been a modern game where I've been like, man, I want that so bad. Most of the time when that happens, I just buy it for my Xbox, and I don't need a new computer or anything. So, like, in fact, the last thing I probably bought that was new was probably Dishonored 2, and that was, like, a while ago. And that's because Dishonored is... the shit is awesome. I don't know about, like, Red Dead Redemption came out and that looked really cool, but like I knew I wouldn't be able to, like, I knew it would be like $60 and I just didn't want it. And like I knew they were gonna press for Red Dead Online like they did with GTA, and I didn't think I'd have fun with Red Dead Online. I really liked GTA Online. I really liked building up a little criminal empire. Seemed a lot of fun. Repeating the same missions, leveling up your guy was fun. It was a fun distraction. And so I'm looking forward to the next GTA when they do that again. But like GTA 5, once you beat the game, it's over. There's really not a lot of after game content. And I knew it would be like that with Red Dead Redemption as well, because I knew they would press for their online service, Red Dead Online or whatever they're calling it, over creating single-player content, because that drives more sales for them, more microtransactions. So I was like, yeah, it would be fun. Yeah, I'm curious about how they're going to present it. We didn't even pick up our rucksack. It'd be fun to see how the story goes, and I really liked the first one, and blah, 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 etc. But, like, at the end of the day, I didn't think it would be worth the money of $60 or whatever. And I went recently to check, and like it's still up at like $60. Even used, it's like $50. It's just not, I can't afford it. And I don't want to buy a $50 game that I'm going to play once and then put down for the next 8 years until I want to play it again. Let's look for, no, we want to activate the sewing kit, which I dropped. So, activate the sewing kit to repair what we've got on us. No, I really hate being in there and trying to activate something. And we want to repair this backpack. We are going to wear it. We don't have rags. Of course, we're going to step closer and we're going to try again. We're going to reinforce this before the sun goes down. I'm not sure if I want to continue wearing both. I think for now I will. And then if it gets particularly damaged, I might just drop it eventually. But for now, we're going to roll with 2 because, again, their encumbrance doesn't apply until after. Like, it really doesn't become an issue until it starts to fill up. So most of the time, we can walk around with it and still be perfectly combat capable. Should we spend the rest of the night in the base? I don't remember when we slept last exactly. Why don't we go check the manhole? We'll head into the underground. What's our inventory look like? Pretty clear. Couple of bandages. Probably could do with some more bandages on our person, just because we're starting to see so many feral hunters. For now, we're going to jump into the sewer. Anybody nearby? Yes, I see you. Hello. Feral runner. Okay. Smash. And we will... Yeah, I know it's a manhole cover. I want to open it. Open? There's no door there. Activate crowbar. You lift the manhole cover. Take the manhole cover? Okay. I mean, it's huge. Aren't those like 200 pounds or something? Crazy. I remember being a kid, about 80 pounds. I remember being a kid trying to lift one that was like moved out into the street, and it was impossible to even like budget, even putting my whole body into it, trying to move it like an inch without lifting it. It still would not move. Okay, we're going to turn on our amp goggles. Should have done that before we jumped down. And we're just going to look around and try to find... So wait a minute, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think the sewers is where you find the labs. I think they're based on the underground railroad. Underground... Oh, God. On subways. I don't think they're based on the sewers. So I don't think there's actually anything in here that we want. It's just big empty sewer. Wow, sewers could use some love, huh? Just nothing down here. A rat. Okay. Smash. I mean, we don't need to smash a rat. We're also not going to butcher it. Yeah, wow, this is so exciting. I mean, I guess we could use this to traverse the underground, like, so we didn't have to walk through the surface. Where is this taking us? Up to this one, I guess. Yeah, wow, the sewer is sewerana. Okay, so it's like a piranha, but sewery. Man, you're hard to hit. Oh, I mean, this would be an embarrassing way for us to die. This is not going well at all. I doubt we can outrun them. Man, that sucked. They kind of chewed us up real bad. Our gear looks okay, but man, they really did a number on us. A fillet of fish. I mean, I guess I'll take a fillet of fish. I mean, I guess we could butcher them. They are meat. Why don't we check the rest here? Just to see if there's other stuff. We heard something to our... Was that upstairs? Or was that just to our east? Or west? I mean, I don't see... Mobile Meth Lab's security system is destroyed. So this leads further up. Where would it be taking us? There's no other manholes. Maybe up to one of these open... What are they called? Open sewers? I bet it takes us up there. We really don't want to go up there. We just came up here to clear out if there were more enemies, because what we're going to do is turn on our cranial flashlight and butcher these fish, because why not? Go ahead and pop on our cranial flashlight, and we'll just real quick butcher. I mean, we don't have the ability to full butcher them. Oh, we do. Apparently you can full butcher fish without a butchering rack, which makes sense. It just never occurred to me. I bet that that's true also for... Well, no, because the one beaver needed a full butcher, the rack. Maybe it is only like tiny, tiny animals. Maybe beavers don't count as small enough to be butchered without a rack and everything. So we'll go ahead and grab... No, your butchery refuse. Go ahead and grab these fillet of fish. Ignore the water. 153 piranha gave us 115 fillet of fish? I mean... We don't have room in our freezer for this. And liver. And scraps of meat. Which, I guess there's no scraps of fish. Which, I've wanted to see a little bit of an expansion of meat. I know someone had talked about that recently, and the general dialogue was like, yeah, but there's really no reason to expand meat into multiple forms of meat. But I don't know. I mean, it's just one of those things that expands Cataclysm a little bit. Makes things a little bit more specific. But I get why you would want to keep a generic item over a specific meat type item. Like, why would we break it down into beef and fish and etc. So this is not where we came in. We're going to head up to this one. And we're going to go throw these in our freezer, I guess, before they start going bad. I don't know if I really want fish, just because they have a lower calorie count than meat. Oops, did not mean to open that menu. Yeah, I like older games, which GOG has, and the DRM free means I can download the installer and just throw it into my hard drive as a backup, you know, for 10 years from now when I want to play the game again. I have the installer already on the, you know, on a hard drive. I can just pick it up, install it, and move on. Items on the ground, we did not manage to make, okay, 82 fish. Why don't we cook some fish? Pickled fish. I mean, we could pickle some fish. The question is, how many fish go in a jar of pickled fish? Half liter, 2 fish. 2 fillet of fish go into a jar of pickled fish. That is too low for this to be valuable. I'm not going to spend 44 minutes to basically permanently store 240 calories. That's absurd. I would rather use the jar and vinegar and whatnot to can meat, to pickle meat, because then pickled meat would have the same 2 charges, but it would be 800 calories for that time investment. So I don't think that's worth it. Smoked fish, charcoal smoker. Okay, no. Batter fried fish sounds really good. I could really go for a batter fried fish in real life right now. For dinner I had a baked potato and some leftover pork and sauerkraut, but like, I hate pork. Pork is gross. I mean, we could make that. Takes 20 minutes. Costs some vegetable cooking oil, which we probably have a lot of because I do tend to pick that up. Salted fish. Does this store last for a long time but will make you thirsty? Just requires salt or soy sauce. We could do a lot of these. Takes 37 minutes per, though. Yeah, it's just not worth it. Dehydrated fish. Why does this require... Okay, food dehydrator. Yeah, we could set up a food dehydrator with big batteries, but like, same thing, huge time investment. Cooked fish. Let's make some battered fish. How long does this last? 1 day. We'll make 3 of them. Yeah. 3 fish. Use the ones on me. And we'll use... I mean... Flour is renewable. Is the only renewable one without growing things ourselves. Because we could harvest cattails and turn them into flour. No, not... Let's dump these fish so they're not in my inventory. Nope. That's the wrong thing. Let's pick up our battered fish. And we'll eat them, and then we'll back up the car a little bit, and we'll take a nap because we're getting tired. Batter fried fish. God, that sounds so good. Pick it up so we have it in our eat menu. Oh, interesting that it displayed as 400 calories each, but it's actually 290. I guess that's because we used flour instead of cornmeal. I understand why they made that change, but I've never been a fan of that system. So like if we look at batter fried fish, it shows up as 470 calories. It specifies somewhere here, nutrition is estimated varying with chosen ingredients. This means that if we use cornmeal, we will have different calorie count than if we use crackers, than if we used flour. And I get why they do this, but it is frustrating to never really know. Like, I did not know, like, using flour gave us half of this value of calories. So that's a pretty huge variation, which I've never really been a fan of. But I get it, you know, and it makes sense because how else would you convey each iteration of possible recipe calories, you know? But it is irritating. I don't know. Let's back our vehicle up so that we're a little farther because we did see down here we did see some monster density. So if any of them got whiff of our scent, they may be able to follow up to our vehicle and cause us trouble while sleeping. We don't want to go near the Terran reality either, so I think we will just back straight up. We're only going 2 miles an hour. I'm wondering if that is a result of the electric engine not being able to power. You hit a bush. I mean, we didn't back very far up, though. I don't like stopping here. How far are we? Still pretty close. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's turn off our amp goggles. Let's, yeah, it'll be fine. Let's turn off our aisle lights. Nope, that's floodlights. That's alerting everything in the area to our presence. Although I don't think zombies respond to light. They only respond to seeing you in the light, I believe. We're tired. We're in minimal pain. We will take a couple aspirin just to make falling asleep a little easier. In fact, why don't we grab some more aspirin while we're here? In fact, we can do it through this menu. We'll grab 10 more aspirin and we'll grab 3 more bandages. Why don't we... You know, I also see some makeshift bandages. Why don't we apply those to our wounds? I don't think we need to disinfect anything. I think we'll step outside to where we're not going to get that huge activation menu. We use boiled makeshift on our head, on our torso, and then our legs as well. And then on the severely damaged arms, we will just apply regular bandages. Bandage. Great. Close this up. I think we do want to grab a little bit more bandage on our person. We'll just grab 2 more bandages. And then we'll do that thing where we unfavorite and refavorite these so that we don't have 2 stacks displaying. Anything else we want to do right now? I don't think so. I think we just want to sleep. We took some, we took some painkillers. We should just be able to sleep. Go to sleep. But now that I have a new computer that can run some stuff, you know, like I said, I ran Resident Evil 2 Remake, not at the highest settings or anything, but it ran pretty okay. I mean, it ran really smooth, actually, once I turned down it doesn't matter. Point is, that's a really modern game that came out like 4 months ago, 5 months ago, something like that. Pretty recently. So I think I'm going to be able to expand into playing some more stuff on the channel. You know, I've been thinking about, I really want to play BioShock right now. I have the BioShock remaster. I just need to test if it records okay or not. If I can play it and record at the same time. So that will probably be the next series that I record for the channel. I haven't played BioShock in ages. I really want to go back and play the series a little bit. The other thing, I tested Enter the Gungeon, which is something when I started my channel I wanted to play alongside Cataclysm, but it would not record very well on my old computer. It records beautifully on this one, so I probably will play that at some point. I've been thinking about Dishonored a lot. I've been thinking about some text adventures is something I've been thinking about but haven't actually sat down to do. And I think I have a lot of stuff that I really am looking forward to doing on the channel. And because of that, I'm getting a little bit disappointed playing Cataclysm and Tome. Like this week I got the computer. I was like, man, I get to record all this cool new stuff. And then I realized, like, yeah, but you only have like 2 days worth of Tome videos. You kind of need to record that today. Hey, you only have like 2 days worth of Cataclysm videos. You really need to make time to record that today. And so it was like, coming to play today, I was like, man, I'm kind of disappointed. I don't want to play Cataclysm. You ripped my Survivor Rucksack. I thought this thing was supposed to tank damage. Protection values are reduced by damage. Yeah, I don't care about that. Smash them. So it looks like upgrading to that rucksack doesn't actually fix my problem. Let's go ahead and unload the Remington for shells. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I want to do a lot of stuff, and coming back to a game where I'm kind of bored and we already have all the good items and all the tools and we've been everywhere and we've explored most of the only thing we don't have is power armor. And I feel like if I keep hitting, oh, you're a spitter. If I keep hitting banks, we're probably going to have power armor in the next, you know. I mean, honestly, if we hit episode like 110 and I'm still feeling this way, I'm just going to cancel the series and start a new Cataclysm series. Pour on the ground. Let's draw these guys. I kind of expected that when you killed the acid zombies, they would drop some kind of acid. Like you could find an acid sack or you know, like how it displays what do you want to do with the blood. I kind of expect it to be like, oh, also there's this crap ton of acid. What do you want to do with the acid? But I don't know really the lore behind them and how they work. We'll grab the tobacco and rolling papers. We really don't need to. And we'll loot this woman's wedding band because that seems like a just seems like a nasty thing to do in the apocalypse. Why don't we check this house? Has a peculiar layout I've never really seen before. Looks like a 2-car garage. Interesting. I don't think I've seen this house before. I mean, ultimately it is a house, so it's not like there's anything in here that we desperately need, but that's pretty cool. Oh, it's like a duplex. There's 2 houses attached to each other. Is this a duplex? Duplex. Great. We have seen duplexes before. I just don't remember them having a double garage like that. Playboy. No. Leather pants we'll take because we were short on leather before, so there's really no reason not to. Take the sweater as well as the union suit leather. Cotton. Okay. We're going to take this, the sweater for the felt because we really don't have any of that either. And it's good to just have the materials around, even if we don't desperately need them. We're going to close these as we go up just because I don't know. Yeah, that would be exposed to the road, which we really don't want. Get items. Romance, no. What do you got? Newsboy cap. I had a friend in high school who wore like a newsboy cap at all times. He thought it looked cool, but honestly, it just made me think of like, I don't know, golfing, I guess. They kind of look like golf hats or like a chauffeur. I don't know. I never thought it was very, very good. I mean, there's really nothing out here. Let's fight. Oh, you can't handle a chain link fence. What kind of zombie are you? Come over here. Yeah, I don't know. I really want to record other things. I really want to branch out into some more modern type games. You know, like I want to be, so basically every year some roguelikes come out and I never get to play them because my computer sucked. Like Enter the Gungeon came out and I could kind of play it on my old computer. It ran pretty okay most of the time, but there was huge lag occasionally and I couldn't record it. And I missed all that time where it was really popular and people really liked it. And now that I have a good computer, well, they just put out their last update like 4 months ago and they said they're not going to update it anymore. It's like, man, I completely missed my window to play Enter the Gungeon. And so like, and then this year, like Children of Morta and like Noida just came out. And like, so there's an open window where these new games came out. People are going to be watching them. Maybe I can get in on that a little bit. I'm really excited to play Noida. I don't know if I can record that. That's supposed to be like really CPU heavy because they simulate every pixel or whatever. But like, heard really great things about it, and I'm super excited to be checking that out. So maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Basically my whole options have just opened up a lot, and I'm not sure what to do with myself, but I'm excited to do something, you know. We should call the episode. I shouldn't continue talking. So, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I, of course, will be back with more Cataclysm in the near future, and I'll see you next time.